Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a story that has echoed through millennia, a life that redefined strength, purpose, and love. The incredible journey of Jesus of Nazareth. Imagine Dusty Hills, a young boy named Jesus growing up, not in a palace, but in a carpenter's shop. He wasn't loud, but there was always this calm, knowing fire in his eyes. Like he understood things nobody else did. He learned his father's trade, turning wood into everyday objects. But even then, you could sense a deeper calling. By age 12, he stunned the rabbis in the temple, not just with knowledge, but with questions that sought to awaken forgotten truths. His parents found him there, and when he asked, "Didn't you know I'd be in my father's house?" They didn't quite grasp the depth of it yet. Years passed. His hands grew strong, calloused from work, but his spirit yearned for more. He saw a broken world, Rome ruling with an iron fist, the poor suffering. People cried out for a savior, a warrior king. But when Jesus finally stepped out, it wasn't with swords, but with water and words. His baptism marked a profound beginning. The heavens opened, a dove descended, and a voice declared, "This is my Son, whom I love." But immediately after that divine moment came the wilderness. 40 days alone, without food or comfort, facing temptation in its purest form. "Turn these stones to bread," whispered a voice. "Jump, let angels catch you. Bow to me, and all the kingdoms of the world are yours." But Jesus, though hungry and hollow, stood firm. "Man shall not live by bread alone," he declared, choosing purpose over power. That was his first great hurdle, deciding not what he could be, but what he must be. When he began to preach, not from grand temples but from hillsides, people flocked to him. They wanted miracles, healing, even revolution. And he gave them all of that, and so much more. He gave them truth. But truth, as he soon found out, was a dangerous thing. The religious leaders called him a blasphemer. The crowds that once praised him would soon demand his crucifixion. Even his closest friends faltered. One betrayed him, another denied him. On his final night, he knelt in a garden, sweat like blood on his brow, whispering, "Father, if it's possible, let this cup pass from me." But there was only silence, and still he submitted. "Not my will, but yours." They came with torches, and he didn't run. He was beaten, mocked, crowned with thorns. He carried that heavy cross up Golgotha, not just wood, but the weight of every human wound, every betrayal. And there, between two criminals, he died. Not as a failed rebel, but as a king with no throne, no army, yet possessing more power than the world could comprehend. But the story didn't end in death. 3 days later, the stone was rolled away, and life burst forth from the darkness. Jesus' life wasn't just about miracles and sacrifice. It was a journey of silent strength, of choosing love over power, of walking a challenging path even when it led to a cross. His hurdles were not just physical trials, but the constant challenge of being misunderstood, of loving those who hated him, of carrying divine truth in a world that feared it. Centuries later, his path still calls to us, not to conquer but to serve, not to rise up but to humbly kneel, not to be worshipped from afar, but to be followed up close, where the road is rough but the destination is truly eternal. What an incredible story, right? If this reflection resonated with you, please hit that like button, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that explores profound stories and ideas. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.